Whenever a coworker or a boss leans in and starts a sentence with, I'm not racist, but. You ever heard that? I'm not racist, but you already know exactly what's coming. It's the thing they say before they police how a black person looks, talks, or breathes. They hide behind corporate catchphrases like professional standards to protect a comfortable white default. But HR handbooks can overwrite the field data. The records expose active, deliberate gatekeeping. Let's look at the fucking receipts. How about it? Well, if you give your kid a ghetto name like that, you can't be surprised when nobody wants to hire them. Hiring data proves resumes with black names get half the callbacks. Employment records show this daily corporate gatekeeping actively locks qualified minority applicants out of jobs to protect a comfortable white default. Well, their hair just don't look right. It looks completely unkempt. It looks unprofessional. For a serious corporate business environment, it just ain't right. Workplace studies confirm white evaluators systematically score black hair as less professional. The daily corporate bias forces black workers to change their identity just to fit forced, unearned white beauty standards. I ain't racist, but why do they have to be so, incredibly loud and disruptive whenever they go out to public places? Sociology tracking proves minority presence is constantly being policed in public. This daily surveillance treats white behavior as the mandatory rule for existence, treating black and brown people like suspects just for breathing. I'm not racist, but I wouldn't want a doctor or pilot who only gets hired to fill a diversity quota instead of, like an objective merit. Employment tracking proves deep institutional biases in corporate America. Black professionals face brutal daily double standards, needing higher degrees and flawless records just to secure the exact same positions as white peers. Fact. I'm not racist, right? But they're naturally great at sports, entertainment, and that kind of thing. But they just don't have the mindset, for executive leadership positions. You know what I mean? Leadership tracking data exposes a massive glass ceiling across healthcare, corporate, and political boards. The lack of black and brown bosses is proven to be caused by closed white networks and hiring biases, not intellect. So white people, can we be honest? If these excuses sound reasonable to you, it's because the system was engineered to keep you comfortable enough to never question it. This is the luxury of racial illiteracy. You get to mistake an unearned default for objective merit because the mirror looks exactly like you. But ignoring the data doesn't make it disappear, does it? It just proves you care more about protecting your comfort than facing the fucking truth. If you think corporate gatekeeping is just business as usual, wait until we follow the cash in part 2. We are breaking down the math of generational economic theft and how white wealth is intentionally insulated by starving black and brown zip codes. The banking receipts are up next in part 2. Sleep on that. Video coming soon.